Mistakes. Mistakes are one of the best things that has happened to us. You may be surprised why. So here is how and why. In every walk of life, mistake gives an opportunity to improve. It gives an opportunity to ponder on the areas where we have done something wrong and what need to be improved, what need to be acted upon, what need to be corrected. If we just go back a short while earlier, our sergeant at arms of today's meeting, what he said to us. Anybody? Let me phrase it for you also again. Please refrain from movement here and there. Please make sure that your mobile phone is on silent mode. Please uh, turn down your videos. Why he set these rules to us? What was the importance of these rules? Why he need to iterate these things in every meeting? The reason is very simple. Because we are in a habit of doing these things. Whenever we are starting our meetings or whenever we are joining any meeting, we may be using our mobile phones. We may be talking here and there. We are not focusing on the videos. We are not focusing on the talks we are going on to. So the rules have been set that you should refrain from doing this kind of activities. So is the rules. All rules, these are reactive in nature. For example, in our college or in office also, we have seen that it is mentioned over there, drinking alcohol is prohibited. Is it not? Or when we are going on the highways, we have seen that don't drink and drive. We have never seen never our sergeant at arms said that please do not sing a song when speaker is speaking, or on the road we have not seen that it is written that please do not ride your vehicle if your headlight is not on. So why these kind of words were not there? We have seen that please stick no bills on the wall, or sometimes beware of dog. So when we made this kind of rules, when we make this kind of regulation, there's a reason behind it. When we as an individual are in act of doing something, when we are doing something repeatedly again and again, and we have to, then we observe that these things need not to be done in our daily lives, then the things come into picture that we have to make some certain rules and we should not act accordingly. These kind of rules, procedures, policies, these all are made to make our life better. These rules are put in place to ensure that whatever the purpose of the activity that we wanted to move forward, what we wanted to take ahead, should be met with all the success that is required. So here's the Toastmasters. When I have completed my pathway and when I'm presenting my speech of reflect on my path, what mistakes I have done, what I have learned from Toastmasters, from my pathway of presentation mastery. To start with, I was not good with communication at all. I have never addressed such a larger size of audience. I have never given any of my talks to people all present in the online or in offline format. So there were a lot of mistakes that I have done. But what is the good part of it? I have learned from those mistakes. So to name few, I was not knowing that how to face the camera, what is the importance of facial expression, what is the importance of verbal and non-verbal communication, how to have a good use of hand gestures, how to face the camera, whether I'm using the entire stage or not. So these were the things that I learned over there. And any walk of life, if we are going to start something for the very first time, mistake is something that is bound to happen. But what is the good part of it? We are learning from those mistakes, and we are moving a step ahead after another. Learning from those mistakes, first creating mistakes, learning from it, putting it in our activities, and improving. That does not mean that mistakes will not happen again. But every time, if new mistake is there, it is in disguise and learning opportunity. When we learn from it, that how we should do, how we should move in a certain way, how we will be able to achieve our goals. From completing my Toastmasters journey, I have covered a long journey. I feel maybe that I have improved a lot. The way how I was speaking earlier and the way how I'm speaking now, I can sense a huge difference. And it is, I have got a lot of testimony on that part as well. Yesterday, I was speaking to Bhilai Toastmasters Club, and there I was able to bag the best speaker award. You know why? Because all the mistakes that I have learned in my past speeches, the evaluation mechanism that is there in Toastmasters Club, that all has helped me to become a better speaker. The mistakes I haven't repeated again and again, but that does not mean that I'm not doing mistakes now also. But what I'm doing, working on it, is I'm learning from those mistakes. The evaluation, the feedback that I will be getting now onwards also, I have to work on those areas and I will be improving and I will become a better speaker. Just to talk about, reflect on my path. So how it has affected myself as an individual, how it has improved me and my personality. So I am going to talk on 6 aspects, how this Toastmasters, how this entire path presentation mastery journey has helped me to become a better person, how about impact it has casted on my personality, on my life. So first, long talk. Earlier, whenever I used to meet people, it was just a kind of hello, hi kind of communication. For example, if I meet somebody, hey, hi, Ashutosh, hey, hi, that was it. I was not able to extend that communication little longer. Perhaps I was falling short of words. Perhaps I was not having that kind of communicate thought process in my mind, or there's a fumble in my mind that I was not able to establish a communication little longer. And when you are working in a society, when you are dealing in your office, and when you are in a certain kind of roles, you need to have such kind of long communication because it establishes a communication, it establishes a relationship between you and your stakeholders. So long talk. This is one area that I have learned after joining Toastmasters. Moving ahead, pause and persuasion. I have received a feedback lot many times that I need to pause while speaking. It should not be a continuous. When I'm speaking, I need to know when to pause, then at what time I should speak again, and what is the persuasion of my speak, whether I'm able to pursue somebody, whether I'm able to pursue my thought also, taking what I can build a further story, build a further communication. So pausing and persuasion, this has also helped me to communicate better, to establish a good relationship in my organization, in my personal and my professional life as well. So it is not just giving a speech, but how much pausing and persuasion is required. That is also something that I have learned in Toastmasters. So long talk, pause and persuasion. Now we'll move to third, the creativity. Whenever you are speaking to somebody, you can be monotonous, you can keep on speaking what is there in your mind, but what creative elements you can bring into it, how you are able to hook to your audience, how you're able is hooked to your content, what you're doing. So you need to be creative enough, you need to be smart, you need to be good storyteller, because people connect with stories very well. So either you make it or you fake it, but you have to bring a good creativity in your speech, so that whosoever is listening to you, he should be able to connect with you, he should able to resonate with your idea, he should able to think like you are thinking. So a good creativity is something that is a must for any speech, for any content, for any kind of dialogue delivery. So again, if I talk about long talk, persuasion, pauses, creativity. Now to take my discussion a little further, just a moment, I can't see the timer card. Uh, Observation skills. Again, when it is long talk, persuasion, uh, creativity, then observation skills. Observation skills also something that is very important and that I have also learned, because it is not just about giving speeches and listening feedbacks. I have observed others also, how they are speaking, what is a good part of their speech, how I can learn from their speeches. Because when I say mistakes are a good thing, it does not mean that all the mistakes that I need to do. It is something that I have also learned from others' mistakes. If I'm if I'm the one who is going to learn from others' mistakes, then only I will be able to make all things in a certain fashion that will help me to achieve my goals. If all the mistakes need to be done by myself only, then to learn it from it, then the life will fall short to learn everything.